This podcast is part of the Podcast Arcade Network.
Welcome to the You Choose podcast. We're so glad you're here. Please take a moment, pause this podcast right now, and share it with someone you think would find this podcast interesting. We would really appreciate it. Please go to youchoosepodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, and find the different ways that you can connect with us and how you can be part of the live event. And without further ado, let's get into the adventure you choose. Live and raring to go, Eddie.
Got to warn a guy.
Because we got to be ready because we're going on not one journey, but two journeys today. Two Count 'em.
Journeys are better than one. Double the choose your own adventure.
Triple the fun. Let's see, what was that?
First person to get it right in the comments wins
There you go.
100,000 you choose bucks. And it's the not covert nerd coins.
Ricky's in the chat already.
Ricky Cox she's on it. Ricky, thank you for hopping right on it. Ricky, what's your prediction? What's going on?
I bet you we're going to die. That's probably her prediction.
Well, we're all going to die. I don't want to ruin that for everybody, but one day, Lee, you're going to die.
We're going to ditch at least one Ricky tonight.
One Ricky is getting ditched.
We always, man, I was just thinking about that the other day. And if you're listening to this later, if you go listen to some of the other episodes, we ditch our friends right and left. We are the worst 9-year-old ever.
Hashtag Ricky ditch.
Ricky ditch. But all of if you think about some of those old ones, we ditched like Abominable Snowman. We ditched our friend. We ditched our friend last time on the Sugarcane Island, our pirate friend, just multiple times. Yeah,
I mean,
we ditched
really,
two last time. Yep.
This shouldn't be choose your own adventure. It should be ditch your own friends.
We're the worst 9-year-old ever.
I know. We have no loyalty at all.
That's what they taught us in correspondence course. Always ditch your guy.
Correspondence course, lesson number 1, always betray your friends.
We were first in our class, evidently.
Apparently we got all A's in that one.
We were so good, we ditched our professor.
Couldn't get all A's in not dying, but somehow got all A's in friend ditching. Ricky
Exactly.
ditching.
Well, if you're new to this, simply do what Ricky did and hop in the chat. And when we get to a decision in these books, then type your answer or type your what you want us to do into the chat, and we'll do it. And it's real simple.
And like we said last time, up until basically today, this has all been off Covert Nerd.
Yep.
2 weeks ago, we effectively launched the You Choose podcast, where you can choose your own adventure.
Exactly. Not us, not Eddie, not Lee.
We're not choosing this. You don't want me being your guide. No. Do not let me be your life coach.
It's like the blind leading the blind, or the inmates running the asylum. We don't want that.
The nerdy leading the nerdy.
Yeah, so go to youchoose.com. Has all the different ways you can get in touch with us on social media, email us, and you'll also be able to find out when we do the live events so that you can be part of the fun. So without further ado, we need to start our journey, Eddie, the journey to Stonehenge.
Give me 1 second. I have some trouble in the studio here.
Okay, no problem. But this one is one of the later ones. And if you have this one, let us know in the chat too. In fact, we had some people in the past that had some of the books we were going through, and they were following along in their own book at home, not just what we had here on the screen. But you can always go to archive.org and look at these digitally. We only pick the ones that we can show on screen. But yeah, if you have your own copy at home, crack it open, take a stroll down memory lane and have some fun.
It's one of those things that and we can put the links even on our Facebook page.
Yes.
For these books. So you can actually just click along digitally and go crazy. But there's something to be said. And I'll tell you this much. I go to my local Half Price Books.
Yeah.
Little plug for Half Price Books. Hashtag Half Price Books. Check out them for
yes, exactly.
All your Half Price books need. Sometimes they'll have choose your own adventure books, that you can actually just pick up for super cheap. I think you found some at like some yard sales, didn't you?
Yeah.
Lee?
Yeah, I found some at yard sales, and of course eBay. So they're still out there, and they're not terribly expensive. The yard sale was around about $2, $3. eBay about $5, just depending on what you're looking for.
They printed millions of these
They
things.
literally print, yeah.
I mean, I do wonder about the guy in the 80s who's, the publisher's chomping on a cigar.
Get those out there.
Hey, Soul, we got these Choose Your Own Adventure books. How many should we print? 10 million, and don't print one less. I'll kill you if you do.
I'll send Vito after you. You better print 10 million. Okay. By tomorrow.
So yeah, you could pick these up for like $3. It's insane.
Oh, Ricky says she has a whole box of these somewhere.
Ricky, you have one mission now. You have one mission. Find that box.
Find that. And Ben Crane is in the chat. Can you believe it?
There we go. I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun time.
Man. Well, let's get started.
Oh, and like we said, one more thing. If there is a draw, if we have a tie on a choice, Lee himself has the Covert Nerd coin. Oh no, the You Choose podcast coin.
We got the generic digital one for now.
Does it get more generic?
Yeah, it doesn't.
But there you go. We have the generic coin, and so we will have to use that to help make the decision for us because. Much like, hey, a little plug. If you guys haven't seen the Marvel series What If on Disney Plus, I highly recommend it. But this is where like Lee and I are simply the watchers. We are watching this unfold, and we can't interfere.
We can't interfere. Exactly.
So there you go.
So Journey to Stonehenge, or as I used to call it when I was a kid, Journey to Stonehenge.
I want to point out this guy on the cover.
Yes. Yeah. So those
guy.
of you that are listening later, I'll put the link in the show notes, but
cover.
the guy in the back with I don't know what crown that is and the glasses. We said that's Eddie's at his first prom.
It is. It's like, hey guys, wait, I made myself prom king.
Or your senior picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that is just classic. Look at that guy. Yeah, anyway, he's got glasses. He's got this weird, looks like a paper crown or something like that.
He's got the slap bracelet on there.
Oh, yes.
Remember those?
Love those. Okay.
So
we got to get some You Choose podcast slap bracelets.
Ooh.
I will get started. I'll do page 1 here. So
here we go.
You are in the office of Tightwire, a newspaper written by, for, and about kids all over the world.
That's weird.
Yeah, Tightwire.
I don't know about that name.
Yeah. The editor-in-chief, your friend Mark, hands you a cablegram. A cablegram, Eddie. When's the last time you got a cablegram?
Ooh, listen, you got that cable TV. You get a cablegram.
All right. Teenage archaeologists are working at Stonehenge under my leadership. New discoveries, phenomena will startle the world. Send reporter within 5 days. P.J. Ingleton. Our cablegram came from P.J. Ingleton because we're 9.
In fact, P.J. Ingleton was the name of my podiatrist when I was a child.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I had 6 toes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good old Eddie Sixtoe. That was your crime boss name.
That was Eddie Sixtoes.
Sixtoe
Eddie.
Eddie.
By his shoes.
Here's a good. Sounds like a crackpot to me, you say to Mark. I checked him out, Mark replies. He's the real thing. 15 years old, but a brilliant student of history and archaeology. He and a group of other British kids convinced their government to let them dig around Stonehenge this summer for the first group in 10 years to get permission. Even if his discoveries don't startle the world, there's a story in Stonehenge and his group. Want to go? Why not, you answer. I've never been to England. It should be fun. That night,
we're so flexible as 9-year-olds.
I know. We can just, hey, let's hop on a plane, go to England tomorrow.
I've been alive 9 years.
Why
I've
not?
never been to England. Let's go.
Let's just do it.
Let's do this.
That night, you're on a jet to London. Mark has cabled P.J. Ingleton to expect you when you arrive. You're greeted by a young woman. I'm Joanne, and I'm working with P.J., she tells you. My car is outside. On the long drive through the English countryside, Joanne fills you in on P.J. and his expedition. P.J. is a child prodigy and a genius, although I'd say he's a self-proclaimed one. Very simply, he's a publicity hound.
I'm the smartest guy I know.
Yeah, exactly. That's PJ.
That's PJ.
Do you think he exaggerated to get me here, you ask? Now, look how self-important we think we are.
Right?
Oh, he had to exaggerate to get me here.
It's like, man, I got important third grade stuff to do. Does this guy have any idea what I'm putting off to be here now?
I got a lot of paper airplanes to make.
I got monkey bars that need to be climbed.
I got dirt to eat.
I got a pile of people. I got dirt to eat. I got hair to pull. I got paste to eat too. This is too much. My schedule is full.
Those markers aren't going to sniff themselves.
Exactly. Oh, man. This is great.
Oh, man. Well, yes and no, Joanne answers. PJ's made some wild claims. He says he's witnessing some very strange things around Stonehenge, things that have to do with, as he puts it, a breakdown in the walls of space and time. Taking her eyes from the road, Joanne turns to get your reaction before continuing. The problem is no one else seems to know exactly what he's talking about. He's alone most of the time, and you'll see what I mean. Turn to page 6. At last, you and Joanne reach Stonehenge. Dark clouds fly low in the sky, and a cool breeze sweeps the plains as you walk up the broad avenue leading to the monument. The first thing you notice is several groups of students all working intently around the monument. Then you look up at the monoliths of Stonehenge. Immediately you're struck by the grace and simplicity of these enormous stones. You enter Stonehenge through a break in the earthwork, a mound of earth which encircles the rings of stone. Just inside the mound are 3 rings of holes, most of which have been covered with slabs of white slate. Beyond those 3 circles stand a massive towering stones, which are the megalith Stonehenge. In the center of it all, standing in solitude and power, is the altar stone. Turn to page 8. I almost read the next page, which you're not supposed to do, Eddie.
But you're breaking the rules.
I know.
You can't do that.
There's a warning right at the beginning. All right. Hello, Yank. Hello, Yank.
That's a bit, I wouldn't say racist. It's not racist, but
it's borderline. A boisterous voice calls from behind you. My name is PJ Ingleton. PJ, a chubby English youth, takes you aside, leaving Joanne behind. Nice of you to come.
Out the chubby, by the way. You got to throw in chubby.
Come on.
Man, this book is the 1980s.
It is. Hold no punches. Our little 9-year-old egos just get bashed around.
Right out of the gate. It's like, yeah, my parents are divorced too. You want to point that out?
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Jerk.
Nice of you to come. I was thinking, if you want the real story about Stonehenge, you'd best stay in my tent with me. Now think it over. There's no rush, but you wouldn't regret it. I love this guy. As quickly as the conversation began, it ends as PJ walks away from you. That means he's finished talking, Joanne says, coming up beside you. Why don't I show you to the guest tent? Well, PJ mentioned something about staying with him, you say. Hey, what kind of reporter are you? Joanne exclaims. How do you expect to get an objective picture of this expedition, staying with one of its members? It's up to you, of course, but I'd stay on my own if I were you, at least until you get a better idea of what we're all about. All right. If you decide to stay in the guest tent, turn to page 56. If you decide to stay with PJ, turn to 16. So this is where you guys come in. Do we stay in the guest tent or do we hang out with that arrogant jerk PJ?
Choice number 1 in the book. Do you stay in the guest tent for some well-deserved alone time, or do you stay with the guy that called you Yank?
Exactly.
Says he's amazing.
Says how awesome he is.
And as Al has said it, is husky.
Husky instead. Yes. See, Al is good at well nourished. Well nourished. Well, I've heard that.
I think Al has stories of having to get the husky genes back in the 80s. Not fair.
No.
Husky.
What a name.
What a word.
Yeah. We got Al says guest tent. Ricky says guest tent. Kim says guest tent. And Ben, 9-year-olds have Bo journalist integrity, page 16.
And hang with PJ. We got one vote for hang with PJ versus the guest tent. The guest tent wins. Them's the rules on You Choose podcast. That's how we go.
Yeah. Looks like guest
we're
tent it is, unless
guest tent it is. I'm turning to whopping page 56.
56.
They got us going to the back of the book. Here we go. Thanks for the advice, you say to Joanne. Show me to the guest tent. Joanne brings you to a small tent tucked between hers and the supply tent. You might get asked to help with some of the chores here, she says, but I think it'll suit your purposes. Already with the shade.
I know.
By the end of the day, some of the chores have turned into an endless string of tasks. We've been brought to Stonehenge to be a slave. Lee. This isn't fair. When you get to bed, you can barely keep your yank eyes open. You quickly fall into a deep yank sleep. And you dream of yank things. A young man dressed in a long flowing robe of fine silk beckons to you, calling, "Get up and come to the altar. I need your help." Then a hand grips your shoulder and shakes you. You see Joanne standing above your bed. "Hey, wake up," she says. "You were screaming in your sleep." That's also known as Eddie sleep.
Eddie sleep, you scream.
Just scream constantly. What was it? A nightmare? And that's file that under yes. Anyone telling you in flowing robes to come to the altar,
It's a nightmare.
So we're going to page 60. Starting over from the beginning, you tell Joanne about your dream. With every yank detail, her eyes become wider and she looks more excited. By the time you finish, Joanne seems to be in a trance. Abruptly, she snaps out of it and laughs nervously. Everything about this is normal so far.
Yes.
Just like I said, she mumbles. Just like I said, she mumbles. Hurrying to get out of your tent. I love dreams. They're so crazy. With that, she's out your door like a shot. This is your cue to get out of there now.
I think the red flags.
Just right now. Just go. Leave your stuff. Just run.
Just run.
You sit in your tent, puzzled by Joanne's hasty exit. Perhaps Joanne knows something that you don't. You get off your cot and walk out into the cool night. The camp is silent. Looking around at the dark tents, you begin to feel foolish for believing in this dream business. But there's a nagging yank doubt in your mind. If you walk toward the altar stone like the kid with the flowing robe said to do, turn to page 23. If you return to your tent and just go back to gosh darn sleep, turn to page 65.
All right.
Go to the altar or go back to bed, which is what I've had so many nights like that. You wake up screaming. You wake up screaming. You go back to bed.
Yeah. Or do you go to the altar? Oh,
I feel
Ben says the altar
might be hinting at his choice for the altar stone. There.
Altar stone, altar stone, altar stone, like a mantra.
Man, but to be fair, Ben goes into fits of chanting altar stone all the time.
That's true. Wasn't that the folk band that he was in back in 1997?
Yeah, Altar Stone was the Mormon punk rock band he was in back in 1991.
Ricky says, "I choose Yank Dreams for 100." Oh man! So go back to bed. So we have one for altar, one for go back to bed.
Well, no, she's saying Yank Dreams. I'm thinking the dreams means to go with the stone.
Really? Oh, I thought maybe she went go back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm thinking I mean, maybe Ricky can clarify here, but I'm thinking choosing the dream means to go to the altar.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ben says, "Follow your dreams." Yep.
I love Kim's comment here. He's building character.
Yeah.
Which he
by
really
doing
is.
all those chores.
All those slave chores.
No.
Oh no, Ricky she did qualify that. She's like, "Go back to bed, man. What you doing?"
I want to go to the altar. What are you thinking?
So we have one vote for stone, altar stone, one vote for go back to bed.
So we are tied.
We are tied at the moment. We can give our viewers another couple of seconds here to chime in.
Yep.
Before we submit this to the coin.
If you just tuned in, just let us know what you want us to do when we get to the decision point in the story. Just chime in on the chat, and we will be your humble servants. Kim says, follow your dreams.
Dream a dream.
Dream Weaver.
Go to the altar stone.
Never-ending story.
Scream
a scream. Okay, so we're going to go back to sleep, which is page 65, right?
She says, follow those dreams. Kim, we need to clarify. Do you mean go back to bed? Or do we obey the dream and go to the altar stone?
It's true, because we were
I'm just
confused.
saying, people get crafty with their responses, but they gotta.
Yeah, sarcasm through text sometimes doesn't.
Listen, I love it. I'm all for the sarcasm.
No, I agree. Altar stone.
There we go.
Oh,
altar
okay.
stone.
Okay, so yeah, I'm glad you clarified.
I'm just saying. So we got 2 votes for altar stone, right?
So that's page 23, right? So
page 23.
Okay, uh-oh.
There's some grim-looking pages on this.
Very quietly, you leave the camp and walk towards Stonehenge. The night is still and the moon hangs brightly in the sky. From the earthen ring, you watch in amazement as Joan enters Stonehenge. She walks as if in a daze. As you follow her into the ring of stones, you see someone approaching her, the young man in your dreams. Joanne reaches for him, but he moves away from her and begins to run. She chases after him. Suddenly he stops and whirls around. With a wave of his arm, both he and Joanne disappear. The next day, Joanne is nowhere to be found. You tried to explain to everyone what occurred the night before, but no one believes you. After news of Joanne's disappearance reaches London, the student group is forced to leave Stonehenge. When you return to the United States, you file your story with Tightwire. Mark reads it carefully and then says, well, I'll run everything but that silly part about your dream and that girl vanishing before your eyes. You can't expect to believe that, can you? The end.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Our nine-year-old journalistic career crashed and burned.
It's like, man, my journalism career lasted less long than that can of paste I was eating.
I'm going to go back to eating paste.
Go back to eating paste. This is a great pause here. Normally, just for the timing of the Choose Your Own Adventure gods, we usually land at about half an hour, and we're a little early in this one.
Yep.
This is a great example of Choose Your Own Adventure, ending too soon. Sometimes you get cut off quick in the old Choose Your Own Adventure.
You do. Yep. See, Ricky said, I predicted correctly. You ditched a Ricky, but it wasn't me. Yep.
Yeah.
Joanne vanished off into the ether.
Hashtag Ricky ditch.
Speaking of Stonehenge, I was thinking, Eddie, since you're part of the Paranormal Dads podcast, have you talked about Stonehenge yet?
We've mentioned Stonehenge in episodes about portals.
Okay.
But we've not done a full episode on Stonehenge. But that being said, stay tuned, everybody. We have some stuff up our sleeves about your favorite henge, Stonehenge.
I've seen Carhenge. Does that count?
Carhenge kind of counts, but all it does is transport you into different Jiffy Lubes all over the state.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that was one journey. We didn't die. We didn't die, but our career did. Yes. Our 9-year-old journalistic career at Tightwire.
Right.
I'm a writer at Tightwire magazine.
Super fan and Stonehenge priest himself, Jesse Kiefer, joining the chat here. Have they even sold paste since the 1980s?
Yes.
No, man.
So yeah, Ben, a part of you died. Yeah, it did.
Yep, that's true.
Well, let's take another journey to Under the Sea.
Just like Sebastian the Crab wanted us to do, we're not journeying to some dusty rocks in England. Get out of my face. We want to go under the water. See what's going on.
See what's happening there. So this is by R.A. Montgomery. R.A. Montgomery, for those of you who don't know, him and Edward Packard teamed up when they first released the Choose Your Own Adventure books. And so if you notice, he owns the Choose Co. logo and the rights. So he owns his own stories. So he still republishes these sometimes. So if you see republished versions of them, he's usually the one reprinting those.
It's a smart play. And I want to point out, this is Choose Your Own Adventure number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who does number 2 work for, Lee?
Exactly.
Works for us right now.
Right now.
But yeah, I mean, these they printed hundreds of these. Do you have an exact number of how many of these suckers exist out there?
Yeah, I remember looking into it. I think total was 68 million, I think.
Well, no, I meant like of the numbered, like 1 through, like, wasn't it like 170?
They did. Let's see. The last one was 188, and it was written by Edward Packard and his daughter, Andrea Packard.
Oh, nice.
So Edward Packard did the first one, and then he did the last one. So it was a good bookend to the series.
Yep. Yeah.
So, 188.
But, man, see, they made 188 of these, and roughly 1 million of each copy.
Almost 1 million of each copy, I think is what it was.
Many.
Don't hold me to that, but I think that number kind of stuck out in my head when I was researching it on how many they did. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think that even counts the reprints. That was just of the original series. Then they reprinted these just a ton later. So
yeah, I think the print date on this one. Oh yeah,
Journey
this was by Choose Co. Yeah,
this is by Choose Co. So this is R.A. Montgomery. The original was printed in 1978.
1978. Look at that. I was 1, Lee.
You're 1
year
old.
Like 12.
I was 4.
No,
but
you were like
close
6.
enough.
Yeah, 4. And in case you're wondering, the Dudley Branch Library labels this as fiction.
Fiction? What?
In case you're wondering, yeah.
No way. This isn't fiction. This is real.
Real for us.
Right. All right. So we got our warning.
You want me to start this one?
Yeah, go ahead and start this one. Page 1.
You are a 9-year-old deep sea explorer searching for the famed lost city of Atlantis. Because gosh darn it, why aren't we looking for Atlantis?
Yeah, you're 9.
This is your most challenging and dangerous mission. Fear and excitement.
Wait. Compared to what?
Right? Compared to what other missions? This is my first one.
I'm 9.
Fear and excitement are now your companions. You know, we think they're being like figurative, but no, really, it's like Robert Fear is my one guy, and William
Joseph Excitement. Joseph Excitement.
Joseph Excitement is the other guy.
That's awesome.
He's like, man, are now your companions. It is morning, and the sun pushes up on the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow seeker with your. That's the name of your ship, apparently. The narrow seeker with your special gear. It doesn't really go into what the special gear.
And your special with your special gear. Okay.
It's actually headgear for our braces. We're just that's what it is. We're just I gotta put this on.
Mom,
it's a mess
headgear.
I hate this. Head jail. The crew of the research vessel Murray screws down the hatch clamps. Now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, you are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. Not big light.
Just little. Yeah.
Just little light. The silence is eerie as the seeker slips deeper and deeper. You peer out the thick glass porthole. What kind of glass, Lee? What kind of glass?
Thick glass.
It's thick glass. And see strange white fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, an intruder from another world. The cable attaching you to the Murray is extended to its limit.
Ooh.
You have come to rest on a ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor that ancient myth says leads to the lost city of Atlantis. This is awful convenient.
Yeah, how do we just happen to pick that spot?
Well, man, my watch says it's about Atlantis 30 right now.
Yeah, right here.
You have an experimental diving suit designed to protect you from the intense pressure of the deep. You should also, but no pressure as compared to Mrs. Smith's 3rd grade class, where you got in trouble for eating paste.
Sniffing markers.
Sniffing markers. You should be able to leave the Seeker and explore the sea bottom, unencumbered by bulky vehicle. The new suit contains a number of the latest microprocessors, enabling a variety of useful functions, because that's how swimsuits work.
Of course.
It even has a built-in PDA. Public display of affection?
What?
It's just kissing its boyfriend in
In a
front of you?
submarine?
No good.
Oh.
You keep that stuff. You stay a choose your own adventure book width apart. You leave room for choose your own adventure. With a laser communicator, you can cut loose from the cable. The Seeker is self-propelled. You are now in another world. Remember, this is a dangerous world, an unknown world. As agreed, you signal the Murray. All systems go. It's awesome down here. If you decide to explore the ledge where the Seeker has come to rest, turn to page 6. If you decide to cut loose from the Murray and dive with the Seeker into the canyon to the ocean floor, turn to page 4.
All right.
Explore the ledge, cut loose.
Did you see what Ricky said? It's not thick glass, it's husky glass.
100,000 you choose bucks
to Ricky. That's awesome. I had a hard time not laughing when she put that.
It's
husky
not
glass.
thick glass. It's husky glass.
Sea bottom was Al's nickname in scuba school.
That's funny. Carolyn Daly coming in hot with my favorite line in my favorite movie.
Carolyn is
Hawkmen
in.
dive.
All right.
That's
let's
a keyboard
see.
solo, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, that's 1989. Your keytar, playing the keytar. All right. So Ricky says cut loose. Ben says cut loose. Paul's
cut
in
loose.
the chat. He says cut loose.
Paul, cut loose.
That's 3.
We have Carolyn says cut loose. Was that a 4th?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
There is nobody saying explore the ledge.
No, nobody wants to explore the ledge. We're going to cut loose, it looks like. I don't think.
We're going to Kevin Bacon this sucker.
I saw Paul's reference to Footloose. Kenny Loggins it.
Paul cannot resist a good Footloose reference. That's his problem.
Kevin Bacon. All right. So page 4. The Moray ask you for a more detailed status report, and you comply, telling them that you are going to cast off from the line and descend under your own power. Approval is given to a 9-year-old, and the Seeker slips silently into the undersea canyon. Yeah. As you drop into the canyon, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlight. Straight ahead is a dark wall covered with a strange type of barnacle growth. To the left, or port side, you see what appears to be a grotto. The entrance is perfectly round, as if it had been cut by human hands. White lanternfish give off a pale greenish light. To the right, starboard side of the Seeker, you see bubbles rising steadily from the floor of the canyon. If you decide to investigate the bubbles, turn to page 3. If you decide to investigate the grotto with the round entrance, turn to page 8. So another decision, everybody.
Right out of the gate. And
Yeah.
by the way, big old props to this book. I don't hear the word grotto nearly enough in my life.
Yes, we need more grotto in our life, just like more cowbell.
I got a prescription, and the only I got a fever, and the only prescription is more grotto.
Grotto. I just want to say the word grotto. All right. Grotto from Ricky. Grotto from Paul.
So do our viewers.
Grotto from Carolyn.
It's a fun word to say.
Yeah, it is. Grotto. Use that word tomorrow.
Grotto.
Grotto. Because let's see. Yeah, so we just had those two.
Which we also know is Rocket the Raccoon's friend in Guardians of the Galaxy. Good old Grotto.
Grotto. So that is you, Eddie. And that is
All
page
right.
8.
If you decide to investigate way down in the grotto. That's the Pearl Jam song that should never have existed. You pilot the Seeker through the rounded entrance to the grotto. Once inside, your searchlight picks up what appear to be docks and piers along the grotto walls. Grotto walls. Hashtag grotto walls.
Hashtag grotto walls.
The Seeker searchlight is not very powerful. Now, hold a second. I thought it was very powerful.
Yeah. Didn't we just say that in the previous page?
Didn't
go back.
we actually? Please do. I'm curious.
As you drop into the canyon, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlight.
Okay.
Right?
And then in this very same line, the Seeker searchlight is not very powerful.
All right.
What happened?
I'm calling RA.
What
We're done.
the heck?
We're flipping the table. We're done.
When I said it was powerful, what I meant was it looked powerful.
It was husky.
Oh, it was a husky light. However, you do have a special laser light, which would light up the grotto like daylight. Unfortunately, it would set you on fire at the same time. The laser light can only be used twice for very short periods before it must be recharged aboard the Moray, now more than 2,000 feet above you on the surface. Man, this is very choice heavy. If you decide to use the laser light, turn to page 18. If you decide to cruise further into the grotto, turn to page 13. Do we do an Aerosmith laser light show right in the cabin of our...
Yeah. Ooh. Nice. I'm wondering, Eddie, if they bet R.A. Montgomery how many times you can fit the word grotto on one page with an illustration.
Dude, I bet you can't say grotto 50 times in one book. And I bet you can't contradict yourself in 2 pages in your own book.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Your powerful searchlight. 2 pages later, your searchlight's not very powerful.
I think R.A. Montgomery was British, so you'd have to say it with a British accent. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer, good sir. Hawkmen dive. No, I'm really wondering why he chose to go power, not power.
I don't know. That's really weird.
Here we go.
Excuse me. All right, so Paul says use the lightsaber.
Use the lightsaber. We got more grotto.
More grotto. So that's
grotto.
Carolyn.
Okay. We got 3 votes for go with the grotto. Hashtag grotto walls.
We go in blind. No light. We go in blind. Hashtag grotto walls.
All right, we're going in blind with our.
I guess we're going into the grotto, right?
That's you, my friend.
It's page 13.
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing could go wrong. The choose your own adventure spider senses are starting to
tingle.
Starting to tingle a little bit. Oh, you gotta go. Oh, Jesse, the best puns ever.
You gotta
grow. Gotta go. There we go.
That's so good. It hurts my brain.
All right.
Well done, Jesse.
Yes, well done. He gets. We need to give him at least 100 You Choose bucks.
Yes, You Choose bucks will be distributed at Grand Comic-Con. Be there, or be You Choose bucks poor.
Again, we do not. A disclaimer: we do not guarantee the conversion rate of You Choose bucks to dollars.
No, you run the risk. It's like Bitcoin. It fluctuates every day. It could be worthless one day. It could be something really valuable one day. We don't
could be even worth less the next day.
Just you owe us money at that point.
Yeah, we give. Yeah, exactly.
Negative money.
Negative what? All right. You cruise silently into the grotto. Its roof slopes upward, and you follow the slope. The depth finder shows that you are rising quite rapidly. Perhaps you will reach the surface and open air. The roof of the grotto stops sloping upward. Before you is a perfectly round metallic hatch made of a metal that you've never seen before. With the mechanical arm of the Seeker, you try to open the hatch. No luck. Activating electronic pulse generator, you bombard the hatch with electronic pulses. They are not meant to be hostile. Okay. I didn't know electronic pulses could be hostile, but
I don't know what's hostile there. I got a little.
Did he just throw in a random sentence, kind of with his like with his not powerful light.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's
Okay.
coming off the. Here we go.
Well, here's the decision. If you decide to blow the hatch open with an explosive charge, turn to page 24. If you decide to continue transmitting radio communication through the hatch, turn to page 27. So
Classic.
maybe
Do you knock or do you kick
you
that
kick
door
in the
open?
door.
What's up?
What's going on here? How can you see the depth finder with no light? Well, we have light. It's just powerful, not
just not
powerful light,
powerful.
I guess. Well, it depends on the day. Hostile to wildlife.
I mean, we're throwing punches at fish at this point.
Oh, Carolyn says blow up the hatch. So we got
We got one vote for blow
blow
it,
up the
2
hatch.
votes for blow it.
Ricky says radio communication.
Ricky's going for the more, polite
Yes.
approach. There she blows.
There
Jesse
she
quoting
blows.
He-Man.
He-Man. Oh. Okay.
I remember this one.
Paul says blow it up.
Here we go. We have enough votes to say blow the hatch. Here we go.
Blow the hatch. Page 24.
24. Oh,
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
the only way to get beyond the door is to blast it away, or so you believe. The Seeker's laser cannon is powerful, and you position the Seeker to fire. Pushing the fire button, you send a powerful beam at the hatch. Nothing happens. Then you advance the cannon control to full emergency force. Which that was the name of Jesse's band in middle
Eighth grade. Middle school.
8th grade, emergency force. All they did was pull the fire alarm. and
Right
then-
before they
and
start playing.
and quick do guitar solos as people ran out the. That was how they did it.
Full emergency force.
Again, you push the button and the beam dissolves the hatch instantly. A flood of seawater rushes into the giant hole, carrying you with it into an air-filled cavern beyond. The water fills the cavern with speed and explosive force. You see several people scurrying towards escape hatches. It is too late. You did the wrong thing. As in, this is the quote for 2020. It's too late. You did the wrong thing. There is no turning back.
Oh, man.
The end.
Now, it
So we
says that
died
you
in
saw.
this one.
We did die in this one. It said you saw several people scurrying towards the hatch. I guess was that our friend Excitement and whatever his name, Joseph Excitement and
Excitement and danger?
yeah, Excitement and Danger.
Yeah, I think so. So. Or it was alluding to the fact that those were some Atlanteans that were inside that hatch, but now we have just ruined any chance of any peaceful coexistence because we killed them all.
We killed him. Let's see,
What did we
Carolyn.
just-
I didn't agree to full emergency force. Yeah, exactly.
No, that was a detail they left out. They left that part out.
We ditched Ricky twice again.
Exactly. Jesse, you did the wrong thing.
I know. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yeah, wait, did we just drown the Atlanteans? I think we did, or I don't know.
Wait.
This one was a little confusing.
Yeah, I didn't quite clarify, but I'm going with I think we drowned some Atlanteans on this one.
Oh, see you, Paul. Paul's got to go.
Yeah, sorry I showed up and killed us. It wasn't just you, Paul.
No,
Man.
Al didn't kill us today.
No, this is a
No.
garrison-free murder.
Wow, that's
on this
impressive.
one. I bet you he's not going to sleep well tonight.
No, he didn't kill anybody.
He didn't kill anyone. He's going to have a restless slumber. Ben's quote is probably my favorite for tonight. Wait, did we just drown the
Atlanteans?
Yes.
Yes.
The only way to prove Atlantis is real is with dead Atlanteans, apparently, because that's what we did.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, here, Ricky. A good point. Maybe 9-year-olds don't make very good deep sea divers, or archaeologists, or reporters. You think?
Right? Listen, I think that's the unifying theme in Choose Your Own Adventure. Is like we're putting 9-year-olds in charge of way too many important decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Go figure. Go back
Like
to
the
sniffing
first-
markers and eating crayons.
right. I mean, the first page and one of the worst ones is like, "You're a 9-year-old president of the United States." It's like, ooh, I feel
Ooh.
like we've chosen poorly.
Yeah.
Well-
Or like Spaceballs. I can't make decisions. I'm a president.
Exactly. You know, this is a great example of choose your own adventure. You know, you get cut short early, kind of twice.
Yeah,
tonight.
we did.
That's kind
We
of the,
did.
you know,
But
quote
that's
Boys to Men.
That's what
it's
these
hard to
books are
say
like,
goodbye.
and then you go back to the beginning and you start all over again. It's a whole new game.
Yep, exactly. You know, hopefully choose differently, and that's kind of what we've done with these shows. Is we do these books again one more time,
Mhm.
giving the reader and listener a chance to experience a different story, the magic of these books, frankly.
Yes.
And that's what we'll do next episode: is take another stab at the old Stonehenge and take another dive into the ocean and see if we can't not commit murder and suicide.
Genocide. Kill the Atlanteans.
Zero Sum Death Pool was Al's name in Remedial Mathematics and Piracy Club.
Oh
There
man,
it is.
Jesse's the best.
He sat down and thought that one out.
He did. But yeah, stay
Oh,
tuned. We try
man.
to do these every 2 weeks. So come back in 2 weeks. We'll go through the story again and we'll have a whole different ending and hopefully won't die, or maybe we will. Who knows? But until then, we're signing off and we'll do it again soon. All right. Thank you,
Good
everybody.
night, everybody.
See you
See ya.
later. Thank you for listening. It means a lot that you took the time to hear what we have to say. Please go to youchoosepodcast.com for all the different ways you can connect with us and how you can be part of the live event. And until next time, you choose the adventure.